Hi everyone. Today, November 16, 2021, is kind of a red letter day in Criterion history as it is their first 4K UHD release. I happened to hit Barnes&Noble shortly after they opened, and I did indeed pick up that first title, which is David Lynch's Mulholland Drive. It's in Dolby Vision, and it also includes the Blu-ray. So we get the 4K, we get the Blu-ray. Comes in this kind of digibox type packaging. I think this is the exact same artwork from the Blu-ray. And then we have a fold-out. And I'll have to fight the glare. I'm not very good at the glare. It's very sunny this afternoon. And this is a view of both 4K and the UHD. Now, and it also comes with a booklet. This booklet is almost, I think it's exclusively a interview from Lynch on Lynch that I suppose is concerning the concerning Mulholland Drive. And there's no extras on the UHD. There's no commentary, so it doesn't really matter that much. The extras are on the Blu-ray, and they're a bunch of interviews from 2015. I'm supposing they're the same as what was on the Blu-ray. I didn't own the Blu-ray. Probably the major reason why I bought the UHD was for the novelty of it, plus also the fact that I've never owned Mulholland Drive, and I'm not going to do a review of Mulholland Drive, not because I don't think it's a good movie. In fact, I wouldn't argue with anybody who says it's the best film of the new millennium. But I'm not comfortable talking about great movies that people love, and I can't really add much to the conversation. My interest is more in talking about movies that no one else talks about, or very few people talk about. Also can't say much about the picture quality, which is another reason why I'm not going to do a review, because I have untutored eyes, and there'll be plenty of experts who will online and on YouTube who will be able to guide you into a deep analysis of the differences between the UHD, the Blu-ray, whether it's worth upgrading or what all the imperfections the experts seem to find imperfections in at least half of the UHDs that come out. But I did look at about a 5-minute portion where Naomi Watts first comes to the apartment house, and that's Ann Miller, right? Who is the landlord there on UHD, and then I looked at it on Blu-ray. It looked great to me on UHD, but I got to admit, it looked great to me on Blu-ray too. Whether I would be able to tell the difference, I can't say. Again, I have untutored eyes, and so you're gonna have to consult the experts on whether it's worth it or not. I also picked up another new release from today, Once Upon a Time in China, from Joy Hook, I think is how you pronounce his name. I apologize. I looked it up too, and I can't remember by the time I film it. I can't remember. I'm terrible with even English pronunciations. I'm terrible. So this is there's actually 6 movies here. There's Once Upon a Time in China, parts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I noticed there was a 6th disc, and that is Once Upon a Time in China and America. So it's rather, this is what it looks like on the inside. Really not any kind of great artwork, although the artwork I think here is pretty, and very consistent artwork all through this series or this package. I've never seen any of these movies. I have no idea. I saw a little bit of Once Upon a Time in China, the original. It was free to Amazon Prime members, but it was in the wrong aspect ratio, so I couldn't watch too much without getting annoyed. There's lots of extras, and I believe the extras are all on, each disc has its own extras. You know, all kinds of interviews and archival features, and I think the director himself, who didn't direct all the films, I don't think he directed 4 and 5, and Jet Li was not the star of all of them either, but I don't know, I'm in the mood for, I love to throw down a recent Criterion release, and I think I'm gonna pretty much love Once Upon a Time in China. At least I'm hoping I'll be at least entertained. I only got one more Criterion in this sale because half price for Once Upon a China was about 63 bucks right there, and the UHD was only $5 more than if I just bought Mulholland Drive, so it wasn't much difference there. Another one that I bought was Lola Montes. It's a Max Ophuls movie, and I'm doing a series of 3 or 4 Max Ophuls movies soon, and I bought Earrings of Madame D in my first haul, but I had to go down to Princeton they were the only store that had Lola Montes available in stock, and this comes with a small booklet, but it has an essay by Molly Haskell, and this has an essay by Gary Giddens, I'm sorry, and there is a booklet also with Once Upon a Time in China. I don't think I showed that, did I? Lots of great pictures in it, one essay, and brief introductions, casts for each one of the films as well. So those are the only 3 I got from this Barnes&Noble sale for this second haul. Probably my last haul. Citizen Kane, Menace to Society, Uncut Gems are coming out next week. I've spent enough, so I'm not gonna. I have this Citizen Kane over here in the corner on Blu-ray Warner Brothers. As I said in a previous video, I watched a good bit of that about a week or 2 ago, and it looked fantastic. So I'm not sure it's worth it for the extras. Yeah, maybe, but I've moved on to other subjects of interest. So that maybe eventually I get it. Uncut Gems and Menace to Society are both good movies. I saw them in the movie theater. For me, it doesn't have the rewatchability factor, but by the time the flash sale comes in February, March, I might go for the half price sale. Certainly these UHDs, you really have to wait for a half price sale because they are $50, and Citizen Kane, I believe, is $60. But I did get one other movie the last couple of days, and that was another Max Ophuls for my Max Ophuls series, and this is the Olive signature edition of Letter from an Unknown Woman, which was Max Ophuls' second movie in the United States. And this is again, the glare is pretty harsh today. Joan Fontaine, Louis Jourdan. This does have a Molly Haskell essay, and anybody who grew up reading Andrew Sayers and Molly Haskell and The Village Voice, read Molly Haskell's great book From Reverence to Rape, you know that's going to be good. I love that artwork on the cover. Okay, so that's my my haul plus one. But I did want to give a warning. I bought this Melvin Van Peebles set in my first haul. Came out in September, I believe. And I'm not going to be reviewing this anytime soon either, because the first film, Story of a 3-Day Past, was pretty good as a first film and low budget and had some inventive stuff in it. The second film, probably his most famous films, Sweetback's Badass Song. I got flummoxed by it in the opening scene where a young boy working in a house of prostitution has sex with one of the prostitutes in a very explicit manner. Whether he's actually having sex or not, I don't know, but he's like 12 years old, and I'm not a Puritan, but using children for those kind of scenes, and it goes on, and even if it didn't actually happen, and I haven't had the interest to read the commentaries yet about that scene because Melvin Van Peebles was used his son Mario, but even if it's not real sex, he films it as if he wants us to believe it is. It certainly looks it. So again, for anybody who might be bothered by that, I would assume there's quite a few people who might be bothered by it, but I certainly was. And I'll go on to watch Watermelon Man and the last of the, there's another movie in there as well, but right now I want to put, I'd love to get that whole image out of my mind, but unfortunately it's there for the rest of my life. Just a warning for everybody, but I hope everybody who might be find that kind of upsetting. If not, it's supposed to be a blaxploitation movie, Sweet Sweetback. I think it was a sexploitation movie. There's lots of nudity, lots of sex in it, very explicitly performed. So have that be a warning. And the rest of it, I don't care that much about whether there's sex in a sexploitation movie. That's what you're going to find. It was just the child, using the child in a very long, extended passage. So I hope everybody is enjoying their Barnes&Noble sale, and if you get Mulholland Drive and in 4K and whatever else you want to get, Once Upon a Time in China is the one I guess I'm really looking forward to seeing. Thanks for everybody who managed to listen to me this far. I really do appreciate it, and you guys take care.